Hey guys, Disciple Tarot here with a new video today on Monday. I want to look at your dream career, why it's important, and how to go after it. Now, this could be simply confirmation for what you do. Maybe you're feeling a little lost or burnt out or something like that. And this video could help reaffirm what you do and how important it is for you and sort of how to maintain that drive here with like the third card. Or this could simply be a new perspective entirely on what you should be chasing after and how to go after it. So getting a whole new career. Or of course you're like in college and you don't know what to do. So this video is to help in those regards. So if you have a particular career in mind, or careers, this can also help you, choose between them in a way. So let's get your cards. The Eight of Swords for the first card. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. So guys, these are your three cards. Please just take a second to look at them, subconsciously connect to whichever one. And I will see you at your reading below. Thank you so much. If you are drawn to the Eight of Swords for your reading, I know it's a little bit of a scary card. You got the Black Widow here, and you have some of the swords wrapped up in the web, and things like that. But this is a good card because this is giving you the nudge that your career isn't working. You feel trapped. You feel maybe there's doom coming in some way with the spider here. Maybe as if you're going to be laid off, or you already just have been laid off, or something like that. This card really represents that there is some sort of loss, essentially, with your career. There's some sort of defeat. That's probably a better word. There is some sort of defeat. You have all these swords representing the hardships and the burdens that you've done. You've put, the work you've put into the career, but them being wrapped up and the spider approaching is showing that the situation isn't getting better. So let us get your three cards. So we'll start with the first card, and this will be your dream career itself. What is your dream career? What characteristics? What kind of, category, what kind of purpose, what kind of dream career should you have? And you're probably already really aware of this. I want you to know, because since this is your dream career, you probably already have an idea of what that is. Subconsciously, this will just help you connect with the idea better in your own mind. Or again, if you possibly have multiple ideas, this can help you rein it in. the King of Cups. So, honestly, there is a better option for you out there, and this has to do with people and kindness and communication and, even authority, with the king itself being of authority of the emotions of the cups. So, your dream career is probably something connected more to the heart. This, of course, is a very vague way of describing the dream career, and that is true because of course you can have lots of different options, but this is something that would be tending to people's hearts and to your own. Maybe this is counseling, for example. Maybe this is healthcare. Maybe this is even customer service. I mean, it's really anything where you are giving your personality, your heart, your attention to others and making them feel better. Maybe there is your position's getting closed at your company and you're being offered another position or several positions and you don't know which one to take. I would take the one that better connects you to helping others. The King of Cups is very in control of their emotions, so you're a person that can more than likely handle the burdens of others in the sense of helping them. Someone tells you their, sob story, quote unquote sob story, and you're able to really empathize with their situation, not just sympathize. You're able to empathize, at least in most cases, and you're able to really get them the best help they can, whether that's literally within the company itself because that's your actual job, or simply you're just being a facilitator on a personal level within the position. So let's get the next card, and that's why is it important? Why is it important that you go after this King of Cups? The Ace of Cups. So it's important because this is something new. I think this is really connecting to that idea that, with the Eight of Swords, that your position is somewhat destitute. You're having to leave your position, you're being fired or laid off or something like that. And so this Ace of Cups, it is something new. It is new adventure. And in the sense of the emotional realm, they're really connecting here. This is something new for your own heart. So let's just use the example that this King of Cups represents counseling of some kind. Then the Ace of Cups is because you've always cared about people and you want to be able to help others and give back. Maybe your position was something unrelated to people at all. Maybe you were just a data clerk. Data entry. Or maybe you were, a construction worker, and while you got along with people and helped them with their problems on the side, you actually want to go for a position that better lets you use your skill of personability, for example, to help others. So that's why this is important. The Ace of Cups is of new love, of beginnings, of like this insect here. It's like diving right into the cup itself. It's diving into the new adventure full-heartedly because there's no fear. You've gone through the cycle of the cups, right? All the way through to 10, but now you're at 1. You're starting with 1 again, so this is something new. You're jumping right into it. So maybe that's also something that seems a little scary. It's important because you need to be not headstrong. You need to be free. And you need to enjoy the process of just jumping into it. So let's get the third card, and this is how to deal with it. How to go after it. Basically what to do in this situation now. Kind of, and again, I want you, obviously, all of you to look at these cards and connect to the imagery yourselves to better make this reading personalized rather than general, as much as we can through a video on YouTube. But I want you to also keep in mind what position is really popping up in your mind with this King of Cups, because that is what the position is for you. And then the whole reason, the Ace of Cups. But how do you go after it? What do you do? That's what I want to look at. So let's get the third card. Death. You need to absolutely transform yourself. I think there's some skin that you need to shed in order to be ready to handle this new position. You might know what you want to do with the King of Cups. And you have the motivation behind it with the Ace of Cups. Something new. It's that new love. It's that thing you've always wanted to do, and so you're jumping right into it, or should be anyway. But the Death card is telling you that you need to transform your whole self, your situation, in order to do that. So for some of you, that could be leaving your job. Doesn't mean you just quit and then just jump right into it, unless that's literally what you want to do or that works for your situation. But more than likely, that would be finding a perfect time to drop off and, do the right research into the position itself and getting, a program started or interviewing or whatever the case may be. And the Ace of Cups is simply going at it wholeheartedly. So once again, you don't have to be like headstrong with the Ace of Cups, but it is about being wholeheartedly invested. So with the Death card, this is being able to literally flip the script. Kind of similar to like the Hanged Man or something like that, at least with this reading, that is. This Death card is representing just a new situation. You need to shed the old and embrace the new. You need to shed that old skin, that old life, that old position to invest in the new. So how you go after it is whatever isn't serving your situation right now, which that could include your current position right now, your current career, you need to drop it. And that is in whatever sense you can. Also, I'm not recommending you just drop your job and not worry about bills and things like that. But you need to drop whatever you can that isn't serving you, because that motivation of the wholeheartedness, that needs to be invested in the King of Cups. So if you can drop everything that isn't related to your search for your perfect career, you need to drop those things because you need to go after the King of Cups. And that is your reading, guys. That is what I have for you today. Thank you so much. If you would like to book a private session with me, you can find my email below. Also, you can find my PayPal if you would like to tip me. That helps me get new decks and things like that for the channel. Nice variety. Otherwise, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Just let me know how this really helped you and what your situation is. Maybe you're just still deciding between a couple of positions and you're not sure what to do. Really take that time to think about the King of Cups. This isn't a decision you need to make, in 1 second, in 10 minutes. This is something that can take time, but it is the King of Cups. What is the King of Cups for you? So anyway, yeah, just let me know in the comments how this really connects to you and how it resonated, all that. And I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. The Eight of Pentacles. If you were drawn to this card, then you have this drive to build and to, create a tower of wealth, to create status, to be an authority figure in your field. This could still even relate to your current position before we even get into your reading. There could be, this could be, that is, the situation where you actually don't need a new career. You don't need a new career itself, but you need to advance yourself in your current position or something like that, or get that promotion or that new position at your company, something like that. So this Eight of Cups is really referring to that. It is the growth of reaching new heights. It is succeeding and getting wealth. It is like this I believe it's smoky quartz, but you have this quartz tower, and of course the pentacles going alongside it in a straight line. It is building that wealth and creating that success for yourself. So that is why you were drawn to that card. But let's get your first card here, which will be your dream career itself. What is your dream career? This is kind of similar to the last reading then. They had a different card, but the Three of Cups. Your dream position is somewhere where you're able to work with others. Now that's very vague because most jobs you work with people, even trying to think, even what might seem like a simple customer service job. I mean, you're working with people all day. So you need a position where you have more time to socialize, is essentially the case. Maybe your job doesn't allow you to really talk to your coworkers or connect with other people, or that growth and that progress that you want to make with the Eight of Pentacles. That is your drive for your career, but you need that shift in the environment. You have this situation here where you are unable to really enjoy your work without being able to connect to other people. You have these birds here socializing, right? And you have the Three Cups next to each other. It is being able to bring harmony to a situation as well. The three is of like work and creation and beauty and investment and of femininity in ways too. But connecting that number to the cups, that is of harmonizing your like emotional relationships, your emotional situation. So yeah, this is a job where you are better able to work with other people. So let's get your next card. This is, why is this important? Why is it important that you are able to essentially like socialize more in your work? You got the Moon. So this could literally be a fear you're trying to work on. The motivation behind this card is that you're trying to work on maybe your ability to socialize. Maybe you have a difficult time with maybe social cues, or just putting yourself more out there, or being personable or something. Maybe you've had a realization lately, which could certainly be the case with the Moon card, because that is diving into the subconscious and revealing fears. So the motivation could be that maybe you realized you are this tycoon almost, regardless of how you actually work or your situation, but you are this Eight of Pentacles, as I described, right? But you had this unveiling here with the Moon that I need to connect more with people, or I'm making all this money, but like I want to give it back, something like that. So that's what this Three of Cups is. With the Moon, there is this need to face your fears, face that dark side of the Moon right here. You have this moth, I believe, and right in front of the Moon. It is sort of facing it head on and not hiding in the dark, in the shadows. So that is what I get so far, but let me get the next card. This is how to go after it, like essentially what to do now. Now that you have this information with the Three of Cups and the Moon, what do you do? This is also similar, this card, very similar to the last reading, the same kind of vibe, essentially. It has a different meaning. We'll talk about it, of course, right now, but it is similar to the first reading. So, with the tower, this is embracing the new phase in your life. In the last reading we got for the third card, how to, what to do, quote unquote, was the death card, which was embracing transformation. It was shedding the old and embracing the new in order to move forward. For you, you have the tower. So what that means is you probably are already in this tower situation because of this moon card. So the tower itself has already occurred. But what this means for what to do is to recognize the tower moment that happened. Maybe a coworker or a friend or your spouse told you, maybe you were even saying, yeah, I work really well with people and all this stuff. And they kind of scoffed and they're like, no, you don't work with people. You have all this money and wealth and your situation is great and you're great at your job and all this, but you don't really talk to other people. You don't really help other people, or something like that. I'm not saying they're like criticizing you, but, in some way this information, bump the camera, this situation was presented to you very abruptly, whether through your own, like I said, literally your own own revelation because of the moon card, or this was brought to your attention by someone else, and that has caused you to dive into your fears, into the unknown, and to face this Three of Cups of socializing more, or harmonizing more, or being more caring, loving to other people. Literally taking the, almost a cliche that you're like that business mogul and you don't care about the people below you and it's all about money. If that was literally the situation here, I would say that information was presented to you. You are now courageously, which I applaud you for that, you are courageously facing the situation with the moon, and realizing that you do need to be more loving and caring and, connect to other people more in your work and in your life. Okay. So with all of that said, this is your reading, guys. Really, this is very interesting. Obviously, it's going to vary for all of you exactly what all the little particulars of these cards mean. Definitely look at the imagery of, especially of the Three of Cups, and think about what that really means for you. Is it really about connecting to others? Is it just socializing more? Because it can be as simple as socializing more in your work. Caring about your employee, your fellow coworkers more, or your employees if you are like the big boss. So yeah, this is your reading. If you would like more specifics on this or you'd like to book a private session, definitely check out my email below. Otherwise, if you'd like to tip me, you can find my PayPal. Also, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness, and let me know how this reading helped you, just what was really cool about it, and what your situation really is. What is this Three of Cups for you? I'm curious. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. With the Hanged Man, you are trying to see things from a new angle, a new perspective. For example, maybe you've in some fashion, you have received new information or insight into a situation, and it has given you knowledge, has given you wisdom on the situation for your career and what to do. So for example, maybe you literally have gotten out of college, you've been doing some, easy kind of entry-level positions in your field, and you really don't like them. This is what the Hanged Man represents. You have been faced with a situation where you are now seeing things from new angles. You've already tried those positions that you supposedly would like, that your degree was for, and you find that you are not enjoying them. So essentially, what do? That is what the Hanged Man is representing. You have that new information and it is making you see things differently for the first time in probably a while. So let us get your first card. This will be the dream career itself. What is your dream career? You got the Page of Pentacles. So literally this could be something like investing or something like that from a literal perspective, but of course that's not going to resonate with everyone. Not everyone watching this is going to become some investment banker. Certainly not. So really what this is you need to take your dream career is actually taking a look at the material world and working with it with your own hands possibly, or just getting right into the world itself physically and working or understanding the world around you. This has something to do with embracing the newness of the material world. We have the Pentacles, and the Pentacles is of the earth element, and that is about the material things in life: money, finances, the body, physicality, hard work, things like that, sturdiness. And the Page, though, is about like newness. It's about like, it's almost like the Fool energy, but with an earth element twist. So it's like journeying on and seeing the Pentacles, the earth element, in a new way. It's embracing the situation for what it is and wanting to like play. That's a big word with the Page, is like play. So it's like you want to play with the earthly realm in some way. So of course that is very general, but that's just so it can better connect to all of you. What exactly does this Page of Pentacles bring to the forefront for you? Your own mind. Like I said, is this literally like getting more physical with your work? Maybe you've been more of a blue-collar position, but blue-collar jobs or something like that, and you don't really like it. Or sorry, white collar. I got the colors mixed up. And maybe you want to be more physical. Literally, this is something that doesn't mean I'm literally saying become a construction worker or something like that. But what I'm saying is, in some fashion, you want to be more connected to, the world around you. So this could be something simple as maybe you were a data entry clerk or something like that. And you want your job, though, to have more of an impact on people directly. So while not in an emotional card, this is the Pentacles, not the Cups. It's not the Page of Cups or anything like that. This is something about you changing positions so that you can better connect to the world around you. So let's just use a very specific example, because that's really all I'm able to think of at the moment. And that is, maybe, you were a data entry clerk, for example, and this Page of Pentacles is referring to you wanting to be more of an advocate or something like that, getting more work with your hands and the people. So maybe you get into working with nonprofits. That's just, again, an example, but this Page of Pentacles is about embracing this new life, this new journey with the earthly world around you. So let's get the next card and why it's important. Why is it important for you to take a position that gets you more connected to the world around you? Why is that important? The Devil. So what I would say is the motivation is because, like I said, almost in the example at the beginning of this reading, With the Hanged Man, it's like the work you've been doing or think you want to do or something is not working out. It's the work itself isn't fun, it's unworthy of you and your attention, and you are needing a shift in order to find more fulfillment in your work. Literally, this devil card is just your feeling a lack of enjoyment with your current work. So the motivation is to run away from this scary figure, this anglerfish, because you don't like what you're doing. This is actually a pretty easy card to read in this position. I mean, it's just literally you not, the motivation is you don't like what you're doing. So let us get the third card, and this will be how to go after it. Like, essentially what to do. Now that you have this information, you have, yes, some vague ideas of what this Page of Pentacles could represent for you, and you know it's because the work you've been doing, the things you've been doing are just not working anymore with the devil. So, yeah, what can you do now? Yep, this is a very sort of new journey that you are taking on because you got the Page of Swords for what to do. And that basically means you need to gather more information. I mean, obviously, you would literally do research and gain more understanding on what to do, you know, since you don't like what you're doing currently and you need to figure out what this Page of Pentacles is. Of course, you're going to do research. But what this Page of Swords is saying is that you need to take the time to invest in yourself currently. You need to raise your intellect, to get your mind sharp, like the sword raising straight up to the corner of the card. You need to get your mind sharp with knowledge, essentially. You need to be at your best, and you need to figure this out for your own benefit. This is about elevating your mind and your values. It's about connecting to those values. If, like I described with the Page of Pentacles, obviously is going to be similar to the Page of Swords, you have the swords, which is of the intellect, of the mind. And if the pages of that newness, that journey, then this is, like I said, it's literally connecting to your mind better. It is better living in your values, for example. Better being an example for yourself of what you value in work, in a career. So this Page of Swords is better connecting, better connecting to your values and stuff, but it is gaining new information and researching and getting the perspective that you need in order to actually understand this Page of Pentacles and get a new career going. Whatever that may be, of course, with the Page of Pentacles. So this also does give some more specifics to what this career could be, and that is that it is something very much tied to your values. So what are your values? You know, like, I really care about the environment. Well, then I would say definitely this Page of Pentacles is being an advocate and advocating for the environment, for the oceans, for the forests, whatever, you know, your niche would be. But this is, you know, an example, you know, being an advocate. So definitely connect to your values. And by doing so and gaining new information, you're researching all of that, you can then better figure out this Page of Pentacles situation. And certainly avoid the devil, avoiding those things that, you know, don't bring enjoyment to your life. Okay, guys? So this is your reading. I hope it helped. Please let me know in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. If you would like to book a private session with me or just to get more specifics on how a session would work one-on-one with me, you can email me below. Literally, if you just have questions, that's what I say down there. Just email me. Otherwise, if you would like to tip me, you can find my PayPal. That definitely helps me get new decks and, just variety for the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading, okay? Take care.